Autonomous robots are going to save farming on Earth. Ironic, right? Welcome back to Tech Rocket, and in today's video we're going to talk about how Carbon Robotics is changing the farming game on Earth and the impact they're going to have in the future. Now meet the Carbon Robotics laser weeder. The company's website describes their product the best. Quote, Carbon Robotics is pioneering the next revolution in agriculture by solving one of farming's biggest problems, weed control. The 2022 laser weeder, like its self-driving 2021 predecessor, features Carbon Robotics' sophisticated artificial intelligence technology. This system enables the robot to instantly identify, target, and eliminate weeds using thermal energy while rolling. Carbon Robotics' patented lighting system enables the laser weeder to operate day or night in virtually all weather conditions with millimeter accuracy. This technology was created by James Johnson, who was originally a pistachio, cotton, and onion farmer for decades on his family farm. They used fertilizer, herbicide, and pesticide to achieve optimal yields on their 3,100-acre farm in New Mexico. Eventually, their practices caught up with them. Johnson said about starting the company, "It was like we had 40, 50 years of success and then suddenly we plateaued and started falling off this cliff," he said. "I started to look at what we were doing and realized most of it was self-inflicted. We were hurting the biology and a huge amount of our budget was going towards chemistry." In an effort to regenerate the land and eliminate the need for chemical application, he started experiment, eventually landing on autonomous weeding in 2019. In September of 2021, Carbon Robotics closed a $27 million in Series B financing from Anthos Capital, Ignition Capital, Fuse Venture Partners, and Voyager Capital to accelerate the company's growth. The funding was used to scale the production of the company's products, including the autonomous weeder, grow its engineering team, establish regional support for its customers across the US, and invest in the innovation of new products and technology. This latest round of financing brings the company's overall funding to $35.9 million. The funding was much needed, as in 2021 and 2022, they already sold out of $20 million worth of pre-orders for their machines, which included 12 new huge farms, such as Grimway Farms and Mercer Canyons, just to name a few. The technology behind the machine. Weed control in today's world is one of farming's biggest headaches. With such big farms to cover, it's quite literally impossible to do it by hand, but it's also bad ecologically to spray mass chemicals on crops. By leveraging artificial intelligence and laser technology, Carbon Robotics delivers chemical-free, no-till weed control for specialty crops. Their high-res cameras feed imagery in real time to an onboard supercomputer that runs computer vision models to identify crops and weeds. Then, high-powered lasers kill weeds without harming the valuable crops. It's a high-precision solution that improves crop yield and reduces overall costs associated with modern farming. Additionally, laser weeding creates sustainable paths to regenerative and organic farming. Now, the machine itself is actually controlled by an AI, which is powered by an NVIDIA GPU. Never mind your Bitcoin mining, it's time to invest in autonomous farming. The laser weeder is a 9,500-pound machine, and it rolls through the farms at 5 miles per hour with the capacity to clear anywhere between 15 to 20 acres each day. The machine can kill 100,000 weeds per hour. If you've ever tried to help weed your own garden or lawn, you know how crazy this number is. This machine is fueled with diesel and burns about 22 gallons in 20 hours, according to Johnson. What are the benefits of autonomous weeding? Aside from the obvious benefits of killing weeds, there are a few more subtle benefits to having a robot patrolling your farm. Increased crop yield and quality. The lasers on board leave the soil microbiology undisturbed, unlike tillage. The lack of herbicides and soil disruption paves way for a regenerative approach, which leads to healthy crops and higher yields. Overall cost reduction. Carbon Robotics enables farmers to reduce the highly variable cost of manual labor, as well as the use of crop inputs such as herbicides and fertilizers. According to the USDA, farmers' biggest costs are crop inputs, which account for 28.2%, and labor constitutes for about 13.8% of their total expenses. From internal studies Carbon Robotics has conducted, the company found that the machines have the capability to save up to 80% in expenses on farms, helping to ease anxieties over finding labor, which has been a challenge for many producers, especially during the pandemic. Reducing costs in both these areas is a massive win. Also keep in mind, this is a time where robots taking jobs is a good thing, not a bad thing. The farmers have increased physical health, time to spend in other areas of their life such as family, and so much more benefits. Regenerative farming practices. Traditional chemicals used by farmers such as herbicides deteriorate soil health and are tied to health problems in many humans and other mammals. A laser-powered autonomous weed management solution reduces or eliminates farmers' needs for herbicides. Economical path to organic farming. One of the largest obstacles to organic farming is a cost-effective weed control. A solution to weed management that doesn't require herbicides or an increase in manual labor provides farmers with a more realistic path to classifying their crops as organic. It's really hard to see a downside with this machine. The upfront cost may be high, but the long-term in savings you get makes it a great return on investment. Speaking of the high upfront costs, how much do one of these machines actually cost? An excerpt from the Modern Farmer said, quote, "There's clearly a demand for laser weeding robots. The company sold out of its 2021 and 2022 autonomous laser weeder models and has started taking pre-orders for 2023. While Carbon Robotics did not share the exact pricing information, Mike still says the cost is comparable to a mid-sized tractor, which can range anywhere between $25,000 to $50,000. While the current model is designed for large farms of 200 acres to tens of thousands of acres, CEO Paul Mikesell says there are plans to provide an option for small-scale operations. That model will land in 2023 or later." End quote. Is there competition? Carbon Robotics is the first and only company at the moment to sell autonomous weeders commercially. There are other startups that like the idea though, such as Weedbot in Latvia, that apparently have big plans as well. Is autonomous weeding gonna save farming? It's hard to say if autonomous weeding itself is going to save farming since there are so many other technologies out there, ideas to start up that tackle other issues, but it's definitely a part of the bigger equation for a push for more sustainable farming practices, which will in turn not only benefit farming but the environment in general. It's said best by Johnson, who believes it's just a matter of time before laser weeding robots become a staple on American farms. Quote, "It doesn't matter if you're a conventional farmer, or a regenerative farmer, or an organic farmer. Everybody's dealing with struggle in weed control in some way," he said. "Most people are looking for something than what traditionally exists, and I see the writing on the wall that this is the future. And that's one of the reasons why I've jumped into this so wholeheartedly." So, what do you think about the Carbon Robotics autonomous weeder? Comment your thoughts below. That's all for today's video, and thank you for watching it. If you liked it, make sure to give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Lastly, if you're not already subscribed to Tech Rocket, please subscribe and press the bell button so you'll be notified each time we upload a new tech video on this channel. And while you're here, click to watch one of the 2 videos that are appearing on your screen. We will see you there, take care, and stay tuned.